she was just trying to do her usual morning walk, but ended up on the ground, bruised, scraped, and in pain. A 49-year-old woman was reportedly hit by a personal mobility device, or PMD, while crossing an overhead bridge in Pasir Ris, all because she reminded the rider of the rules. And the shocking part? The rider didn't even stop. Ms. Mel Yap, an accountant, had been doing her weekly morning exercise on Sunday, 13th of July, walking from Tampines to Pasir Ris. It was just after 7 a.m. when she and her friend were crossing the 150-meter-long overhead bridge next to Block 124 at Pasir Ris Street 11. While they were walking side by side, a man in his 20s came up behind them on a PMD. He paused, as though waiting for them to give way. Now, here's where things turned sour. Miss Yap, who knew that PMDs are not supposed to be ridden on overhead bridges, politely advised the rider to dismount and push his device. But instead of listening, the man allegedly forced his way past them, striking her and causing her to fall backwards. Miss Yap tried to grab the rider but ended up falling forward instead. The rider? He simply rode off, ignoring her shouts, showing zero concern, and disappearing down the path. She was left with painful scrapes on her elbows, palms, and knees. Because of small pebbles on the ground, the wounds were especially bad. Her right knee was still bleeding more than 12 hours later. Miss Yap had to spend around $150 for treatment and was given 2 days of medical leave. The pain still lingers. She later posted about the incident on the Complaint Singapore Facebook group, saying she hoped the rider would come forward, apologize, and cover her medical bills. If he did that, she said she wouldn't pursue the matter further. But in the meantime, she's made a police report. In her view, the rider showed a total lack of responsibility. She stressed that the overhead bridge doesn't belong to just one person and that PMD users need to be more careful, especially in shared spaces where elderly people or children could be seriously injured. And she's not alone in her concerns. Residents in the area told reporters that PMD riders and cyclists zoom across that same overhead bridge every 2 to 3 minutes, often at high speed, without slowing down for pedestrians. Many say delivery riders are the usual culprits. One 41-year-old resident said he's always worried when walking with children or elderly family members. His own mother was once hit by a rider. In his words, these people think they own the way. Only a few riders were seen actually pushing their devices across the bridge as required. The rest simply ride straight through, ignoring safety rules and putting others at risk. Do you think enough is being done to enforce rules on PMD usage in Singapore? Should there be stricter penalties for reckless riders in shared spaces? If you find this interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, 2230.